2 hours later, and I'm like, yo, what is that smell in this room? I realized I took a shit in the garbage bag. And so I take it and throw it in the guest bathroom's garbage can. And the next thing you know, I take a shower or whatever, and I'm chilling, and I'm talking to the RAs and a couple other people, and they're like, yo, the guest bathroom smells crazy. It looked like someone shit in a garbage bag and threw it in there. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Completely Irresponsible. We're back. Yes, we're here, and this time we are not queer. You know, I've been looking.
Is that our new motto?
No, but I gotta start working on starting these podcasts way better than I'm starting. Cause like,
need some horns.
Yeah, or like a Drink Champ style thing. Like, we just need a better vibe when we start this podcast. Like, niggas need to know, like, all right, like,
yeah,
we gonna lift their spirits up. Cause right now, me talking about, I think niggas think I'm gay.
Yeah.
At this point, this is the fourth time I done came and said some gay shit. I like saying gay shit.
It's pretty standard now.
Yeah, like I'm not gay, but I like saying gay shit. But
speaking of Drink Champs, I was watching let's
get into the bullshit.
I was watching the 3-hour interview today, and there was a copyright strike. It was already a YouTube rip, and it was a copyright strike mid video. I was watching it, and I'm like, I'm kind of over this.
Wait, you really watched the 3-hour interview of Drink Champs?
I got 2 hours in, and then it got fucking DMCA'd.
All right, since you got 2 hours in, because I did not. Like, give me.
He missed nothing. It was pretty funny though, because they'll be like, all right, so they're having convos, and in between, Kanye has some pretty interesting stories. Like, he'll drop a crazy gem of a story, Drake Ghost wrote this song for me 10 years ago, whatever, and he'll drop some gems, but then he'll interrupt. It's like he has a timer, and every 15 minutes he'll interrupt with some anti-Jew shit. It's really fucking weird. Okay. It was really fucking weird. So they'll be talking about I'm like, yeah, Drake actually helped me co-write that verse, but the way the Jews have been doing this and that. Like, yo, wait, what? How is this? It's a non sequitur, bro. It's not even related to the topic.
It's funny that you mentioned it. Like, the way you mentioned it is really funny because I saw a post that said Kanye's issue with Jewish people seems to be like it's a Drake issue because Drake is half Jewish. And
he mentioned that too.
I don't subscribe to the fuckery.
Oh, man.
But I thought that was really funny. I can't lie.
The funniest part is at one point, they were like, he was like, yeah, I actually wrote a show for HBO and it was ready. But then it got taken off. He's like, they're like, oh, but you still own the intellectual property to it, right? He's like, who do you think owns it? And they both look at each other, and he's like, the Jews. I'm like, yo, I have it on my phone. I'll send it to you later because it's so funny, man.
You know where it was, or
I have it on my YouTube channel.
Fuck, I was gonna say just.
I have it because I clipped it from the video while I was watching it today.
Yeah, please send me that shit. I gotta see that. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. All right. Let's fuck around before we get serious about this shit. There was some funny ass moments.
It was funny.
There was a point I don't remember. I only saw clips of things because the video was taken down. There was one point where Kanye is talking and he's like saying, "Okay, these 3 people are involved. It's X, Y, and the Chinese." And then Nori was like, "Wait, the Chinese are involved?"
It's like Chinese niggas got something to do with this.
And this was like, yo, the level of stupidity in the room.
Can I be charitable to Kanye for a minute?
No.
Let me give my interpretation of what he's saying when he's talking about Jewish people and this and that. And this is what he means is that he wishes the black community was more like Jewish people, the way they always, support each other financially and always take care of each other, always got each other's backs, and just are keeping their wealth within their community. That's his major point about the Jews. But the way he's saying it comes off really anti-Semitic. There's a lot of anti-Semitic tropes involved. Not all Jewish people are like that. Not all, there's regular Jewish people every day that don't live in giant communities wearing yarmulkes and stuff. So the way he's doing it hits on a lot of tropes, and it comes off kind of hateful. But Kanye always phrases things the worst possible way.
What?
That's my being charitable to him. This is me giving the best possible interpretation of what he's saying.
Can't you counter that though with an overall lack of knowledge? Because the black community has had that. However, history has literally lit it on fire. Yeah. We've done fair, Black Wall Street.
He even brought that up in the pictures. He brought up Black Wall Street and the Tuskegee experiment in the podcast. So it's like he's aware of these things, but he still phrases it. Yeah. Shit. The one thing, the most unforgivable thing he said, I think, was a George Floyd comment saying that he overdosed on fentanyl. And now the family of George Floyd is suing him, but that's not going to go anywhere, to be honest. Most of those,
you think?
lawsuits over defamation, like stuff like that, are very hard to litigate. They're like that.
You don't think it might be easier because of the Alex Jones situation?
Nah, that's like exceptional though. Alex Jones,
that was a lot.
Alex Jones made like a 50-part documentary on like how the fucking murderer or the families were actors and shit. Kanye just made an offhanded comment on the podcast, like, you know what I mean? And it's a statement that's been made by multiple Republicans before. It's not like it's the first time he said that George Floyd didn't get killed by the cop and he overdosed on fentanyl. Okay. Because he had fentanyl in the system. But yeah. So it's a point.
I think let me just touch on the George Floyd thing. I think my overall issue, and like if I haven't said this last week, let me say it now. I don't really get that mad when Kanye says things. I will admit that did catch me off guard. Like,
yeah.
Out of everything, like
But then I wasn't surprised though, because he's hanging around with Candace Owens. He just bought Parler, which is like a old conservative website thing, and that's also Candace Owens' husband's website. It's like failing. People forgot about it completely. It was a big thing like 15 years ago, but Kanye just bought it, so they got a bag off of that. But like all these conservatives are on his side, so he's taking their talking points and
But no, that's fine. I think the part that really bothered me the most was Nori's lackluster pushback.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Like he just let him rock, and then he did try to circle back later, but
the George Floyd thing he really pushed back on, and he even said something about the Jewish thing too. He was like, "Why? Like, can you stop talking?" At one point, he was like, "Kanye, can you just stop talking about Jewish people?" Like, I guess, can't you just talk about how the black community could improve and do this and that, and not talk about black people and talk about Jewish people?
I guess from what I saw, I just didn't like his overall response to the George Floyd situation. That's something you offer a higher level of pushback. And listen, I get it. It's called Drink Champs, not Political Champs. So the nigga's drunk.
Yeah,
but come on.
It was so bad. He went on the Breakfast Club and made a full apology, and they actually took the episode down. What do you think about his apology and them taking the episode down completely?
All right, let me touch upon the apology first, and then I'm gonna go into the episode. I personally think the apology was half-assed, and here's why I say this. If you look on Twitter, he didn't really give a fuck, like, because he was bragging about it. Because at the same time as the Sunday Night Football game, he said, we're doing more numbers in the football game right now. Mm-hmm. I feel like you only care because when you tweeted that shit, niggas was like, yo, you're a fucking loser.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. His apology was awful.
Exactly. So I just wanted to get that out there first. What would you ask me again? I'm sorry.
What do you think about them taking the episode down?
You gotta live in that
part
shit.
of Revolt Media. No. Diddy apparently. Charlemagne is part of Revolt too. Sure. I know he called what's his name? He called him his business partner.
Okay.
Charlemagne called Nori his business partner. Okay. I don't know if he's related to Revolt, but I know they used to be. Anyway.
Yeah.
She told him not to do the episode with Kanye because Nori asked Charlemagne before, and he's like, "Don't do it, man. I'm telling you, do not do that."
It's stupid.
Like, it was literally the same week. He already put out all these anti-Semitic statements that week. Like, he put them all out. But I think it is Kanye's probably done so much for Nori, and they have a good relationship together that he wasn't gonna say no to him. But
I think. Listen, here's my stance on it. It's the internet. Once it's up, nigga.
It's up.
It ain't hard. Like, if I really want to find it that bad, I can find it.
Also,
you gotta live it.
Also, like, it was bad and he said a lot of hateful things, but I don't think it was worth taking down. Like, it's like, it was fucked up, but I guess if you're Revolt Media, you don't want that associated to your name. I get it. Yeah.
Also, do you want your account still or not?
Yeah.
Last time I checked, you don't own YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got to pick and choose. Listen, strategically taking it down makes sense.
Yeah, Revolt took it down, not YouTube, by the way.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, strategically, it makes sense because you don't want YouTube to take it down.
Yeah.
YouTube takes it down, they take you down. Like, so you got to act quick before they do it. But from a personal standpoint of content, nigga, you knew it was bad before you did it. Mm-hmm. You got to live in that shit.
Do you think Noriega burned his bridge with Kanye?
No.
Really? Because Kanye is very big on loyalty, man. Anyone that crosses him, he instantly badmouths and curses. So
it'll be a Diddy deflection.
I could see. Oh yeah, but the apology, he kind of threw Kanye under the bus a little bit when he wasn't pushing back during the podcast, but during the apology, he was.
But he said my bad. No, finish.
Yeah, during the podcast, he basically was throwing him under the bus.
But he said he spoke to Kanye before. Like, when he was on Breakfast Club, he said, "Yo, I called him before I did this."
Yeah, he did.
So why would Kanye be mad at that point? It's Kanye.
I can still see Kanye being, like, he's a bot too. He's owned by.
A bot.
Yeah, Kanye knew where he's using the sneak code terminology. I don't know if he got that.
Can we replace that with bitch? Like
bot?
Yeah, like
it sounds more politically correct than bitch too.
Like you bot.
See? You're a bot. So it has a nice.
Can I say that to a woman, or is that like fucked up? Shut up, bot.
Yeah, you can say that.
Nice.
It's fair. Nice. They haven't taken that one from us yet.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
What was that?
Cord on the floor.
Oh, okay. But yeah, no. Listen, like I get it. It's Kanye, and anything can happen. So you really don't know if that nigga's gonna be like, you know what, fuck you. But
it sounds like Kanye.
I don't see it.
It sounds like Kanye is all in on this presidential run in 2024. He's got the branding. He talked about it like 4 or 5. He couldn't directly say it because it's illegal to announce your run before a certain date. But he kept implying it, and he even talked about it being illegal for him to say it. So it sounds like he's all in on this presidential run 2024. I don't know. I don't think he's gonna have much luck though.
I'm exhausted, man. Like because what exhausts me is
he said he'd be Trump's vice president too.
That's not happening. Because Trump was like, yo, he's wildin'.
Yeah, Trump even said
I saw that. Trump said he was wildin'. So if that nigga say you wildin', you wildin'.
Yeah.
That's how you know you pushing it. Like when he's like, hey, I don't know this nigga.
It was funny because who's the co-host on the podcast? That dude.
Something like that.
Yeah, he said he asked Kanye a presidential question. He's like, all right, Kanye, since you're so serious about this presidential run, what are you gonna do what are you gonna do about this Ukraine-Russia thing? What if World War III happens? How are you gonna do it? And it was so embarrassing. Kanye was like, I'm going to stop all wars. And he's like, you can't just say that. You have to. He kept pressing him. He was like, you can't just say that. Like, what do you mean?
But you can.
And Kanye's like, there's just so many greedy people, man. I'm just going to stop it. Like, yo, what do you mean you won't stop it?
All right, I'm going to shoot him some bail here. He sound like every other candidate. Like,
nah, man, no.
That's what I hear candidates say all the time. No more women with penises. Like, just say some out of pocket shit.
I'm just gonna stop. How are you gonna stop the war? Like, I'm just gonna stop it. Like,
what if he just makes a fire album?
Love. Like, what if he gives Putin some bars?
Oof, that would stop it. What if we really are taking an obscure approach to war, and we need to maybe do something different and be like, hey, like, why don't we just rap it out? Why don't we jerk each other off and see who comes first?
Yeah.
Sometimes, what if these niggas starting wars because they not
just
fucking?
This battle. It's like, all right, I get Crimea now.
Yeah. All right.
I get the Donetsk region now.
Listen, we can put our best against their best.
Bar for bar.
We have Glorilla and Cardi B versus Bob Slobodanovich. Like, I don't know any Russian rappers. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Putin, big belly, old man on a horse, smoked him. Get up, get out. You got Russia. We got Ukraine. Fuck you. Bars.
Don DeMarco.
You know? Well, that was awful. That was off top. But, you know, I wish I prepared some bars for this.
Hearing a Don DeMarco beat over a war. Nah. Oh, wait. They have Brittany Griner. Oh, no. She don't rap.
She's still in jail. This is like her 32nd birthday in jail. Oh, isn't that crazy? We forgot about her. Can we talk about how we forgot about Griner? You was thinking about her?
I've been in the motherfucking streets, man. Like,
free Griner, man.
No, but I remember.
You know what's funny to me is there's a lot of like fucking people on. There's a lot of people online that just like are anti-America, which I get, but they're like people that live in America that are just like, nah, we're some like, who are we to get involved in this Russia World War thing? Like, we shouldn't be involved. This and that. It's stupid. Like, these countries are better. Like, we're just as evil. We invade the Middle East. Whatever. People say stuff like that.
We're invading Haiti right now.
But people are acting like these other countries are just as good as America. When Griner's like in jail for weed, that would never happen in America. Like, you know what I mean?
Not anymore.
Not like, yeah.
Not anymore.
You saw Biden just fucking exonerated every.
Yeah, that was So Eric
Adams.
Legend. I'm sorry, I'm deviating, but
we can deviate. It's fine.
You saw Eric Adams. This nigga was doing a press conference. I hate this nigga, but that was funny. He's doing a press conference. He's like, yeah, you know, we done so many good things, man, and you know, one of our legislations just passed, and I could really see some people taking it into effect. I smell that over there. What is that?
Oh, man.
I'm like, yo, what the
Why do we have a mixy mayor, man?
Bro, this nigga's a thought. Like, oh my God.
This man is in Tao nightclub more than The Office. This is crazy.
I feel like Eric Adams, when he talks to women, uses like Drake lyrics. Like, wine by the glass and man's a cheapskate, huh?
Oh, man.
How you beefing but still going vegan? Sorry. How you vegan but still going beefing? Never mind.
I don't know where you going.
I can't remember the lyric. How you vegan but still beefing with me again? All right, my bad.
Oh, there you go.
I'm sorry, Drake.
All
I'm
right.
sorry. But yeah, I don't like Eric Adams, but that shit was fucking that and the Kansas shit he said like a couple weeks ago.
Oh, he dissed Kansas. Yeah, I respect that though.
That was gangster. That was gangster.
You got
like,
this Kansas.
My dick, Kansas.
He's like, no one care about Kansas. Yeah, that's fine.
New York has a brand. Nobody goes to Kansas. I'm like, what the fuck?
Kansas don't got a brand.
Kansas don't got a brand. That's gangster.
I'll fuck with it.
Cause like, do they?
Yeah, shit.
I've never heard a nigga say, yo, like Kansas, like it's where I want to be. Like, what is Kansas? Nothing.
I feel the same way about upstate New York though. So yeah, I take the good and the bad.
Upstate New York.
Schenectady or Kansas? I don't know if there's a difference.
There's not.
So if you up there, you might as well be in Kansas.
I haven't been to upstate. You know, the last time I've been upstate was when we went to Oneonta.
Really? Dang. My brother was living in up there. There's actually Saratoga Springs. That's actually really nice though. Saratoga Springs.
Yeah, the racism was enough. Yeah. We felt like when we got pulled over like twice, I was done. I was like, I'm not coming back.
Done. We got pulled over in Oneonta. It was fucked up too.
No, OD fuck. The first one was my fault.
Because the dude was just following us, and we pulled over, and he's like, you're like, well, why'd you pull us over? He was like, because you didn't use your blinker. We used our blinker to pull over.
That wasn't the reason why.
He said that.
No, he pulled us over because I thought he was following me. Like he was following me, so I pulled over.
Yeah.
And he said I wouldn't have stopped you if you didn't stop. And then he said you didn't use your blinker. The blinker was his like secondary.
But what was his primary?
I stopped.
What
he said that was suspicious, essentially. I pulled over.
That's not suspicious. That's fucked up.
Exactly. I was like, yo, you were following us. I thought you just wanted me to pull over. He's like, no, but
he legit followed us for a minute, like took turns and shit.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay.
And then the second time we got pulled over, we were waiting for one of Eric's frat brothers to like let us know our living situation.
Was I with you?
Yeah, you were in the car. It was me, you, Eric, and somebody else. We were trying to figure out where the fuck were we sleeping that night.
Oh, and we were...
Yeah, and the cop was like, oh, can I help you? And we're like, oh, nah, we're just, like, I don't know what...
We're in front of the hotel, yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot. I was like, I'm not coming back here. Like,
yeah, I get it.
That was enough, nigga.
Upstate is weird, man.
Yeah. It was fun, though. Yeah. So many good memories, man. Like, oh, man. The best moments is when you're just getting stupid fucking lit. For God knows what reason. I have so many memories. I'm
good.
Huh?
I'm good. I have memories, but I'm good. I don't want to do that no more. I'm good. Once in a while, but
it's funny I'm saying because I don't drink no more like that. Like I'm the first nigga to be like, nah.
I'm a responsible drinker. I'm drinking water after every drink. I'm chilling.
That's a fact.
Getting lit.
What was do you remember any what was your most favorite drinking story? Do you remember that?
You put me on the spot. You gotta go first.
All right, I got you. I might have a couple actually. And if I told the story before, my bad, guys. But my most favorite drinking story was the time I was like freshly single. So I was like, yeah, I gotta be out here in these streets. I gotta be wilding. So there was a party. I'm drinking Henny. That Henny runs out, and I'm kind of sad. And then this girl's like, yo, I have whatever Diddy's drink is called. I forgot what it's called. Mm-hmm. But I have that and some Svedka. So I'm like, all right, fuck it. Like, I'm gonna drink that shit, right? Mm-hmm. I'm drinking, I'm chilling, I'm vibing. And my man's taps me on the shoulder. He's like, yo, you good? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Why? He was like, because you're sitting here right now and you're scaring the hoes. I'm like, what did I do? He's like, your face, it looks like Popeye. Like, you got one eye open and the other eye closed. So I'm just sitting here talking to the hoes like this. Like, so yeah, like, what are you doing? Like, I look fucking crazy. After that ends, like, whatever, I hook up this girl and then I go back to my room and everything just goes dark. Like, it's just 0 dark 30 in this bitch. The worst case scenario things happen. Like, I have to take a shit. So I'm like,
oh, I heard it. Oh, yeah. No, another shit story.
I'm like,
I was about to ask if that's where this was going.
Yeah, just to make a long story real short, I had to take a shit, locked myself out the school bathroom. I laid there, but I was like, yo, if I fall asleep, I'm gonna shit myself. So I thought I had a good idea of taking a shit in a garbage bag. So, you know, I plopped the hot one in there, tied it up, and went to bed. Didn't even wipe my ass. That's fucking crazy. I wake up probably like 2 hours later, and I'm like, yo, what is that smell in this room? I realized I took a shit in the garbage bag. And so I take it and throw it in the guest bathroom's garbage can. And the next day, you know, I take a shower or whatever, and I'm chilling, and I'm talking to the RAs and a couple other people. And they're like, yo, the guest bathroom smells crazy. It looked like someone shit in a garbage bag and threw it in there. And I'm like,
that's crazy. You just gotta be like, yo, that's crazy.
Nigga, I hit him with the hardest. yo, who would do some shit like that? Like, I said, yo, whoever did that is a fucking asshole. Like,
yo,
I told him at the end of the year, I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie to y'all niggas. I don't know when that shit in that garbage can.
But at least you told him.
But that was like one of the most funniest ones I remember. The best drinking moment I've had was probably my birthday when I got stupid lit thinking, I don't know the sizing of that. No, it's Paul Masson.
Paul Masson.
Fuck, son, this woman scammed me, first of all. I never said this out loud, but she genuinely scammed me because I asked her what a person. I said, can I get a personal? If you're an avid drinker, you know a personal is this size. This bitch gave me this size. Like,
that's on you, though.
No, that's not. I'm a new drinker. I'm a new buyer.
Oh, but you paid for it, though.
Yeah, before that, you were paying for, you would buy the liquor and we would give you the bread because you were the oldest.
Oh, yeah, y'all weren't 21.
Yeah. So when I turned 21, that was the first time me buying liquor. So I was like, okay, I'm going to defer to the liquor lady. And then I'm drinking this by myself. I'm like, it's a personal. I should personally finish it. Nigga, I was fucking fried by like 9:45, screaming at the top of my lungs. I'm doing things I can't really say on camera that I'm doing that involves pledging in fraternity stuff. Like, but I'm doing some stuff I'm not supposed to be doing. Yeah, it was just a wild. And I think the weirdest part was I kissed this girl and then just ran down the stairs like a fucking weirdo. Like, I shit you not, I went like this. I was like,
it giggled.
Yeah, I giggled. So fucking embarrassing. But that was a really funny night, man.
I feel like all my good drinking stories involve like women and being a thought.
I mean,
all my good drinking stories involve being a thought. My best drinking story was when I went to Austin. Mm-hmm. I was on 6th Street. And they got like cheap ass drinks out there. Texas, they got like cheap drink. Like, so I'm like, it's like we're bar hopping, me and my boys, and we're just going to a bunch of places, a bunch of bars here and that.
Yeah.
And then we go to this one bar, and I see my man's talking to this one girl that looked all right, and then but she was with a friend, and the friend was just by herself, and she was really cute, her friend. So I go and I'm like, I'm talking to her friend, this and that, and we start getting a drink, and one thing led to another. We're making out.
Yeah.
And then my boy is with the other girl, but she asked him if he could buy her a drink, and he was like, "Nah, I'm broke. I'm broke. I ain't got it like that." And she's like, "Bye," and she should basically just curse him until you want to buy him a drink.
Yeah.
So I'm talking to two of these girls now. All three. So I'm just, me and these two girls are talking, and I'm like, all right, let me get y'all a drink. And I'm sweating. I'm like, oh, this bill's gonna be rough. Yeah. I'm thinking it's New York. I get the bill. It's fucking like $15 for 3 drinks. And I'm like, I fucking love Texas. Okay. This is like a college bar in Texas. I'm like, I fucking love this shit. So yeah, that happens. And then I'm talking to them more and more, and they both say they're bisexual. And I was trying to get some buzz today. So I'm thinking logistically, like, if I'm trying, it's going to be tricky just to take one of them home because they're going to cock block. So I'm like, fuck it, man. Let me just go for it.
Pull up from 30.
Let me just go for it. So I'm like, how about both of y'all just come back to my hotel? I was like, fuck it. Let me see how this goes. And there was like, word, you got more liquor back there? You got weed back there?
Yeah.
I didn't. I was like, yeah.
I did it.
I was deceitful. I'm sorry. I was like, yeah. Fuck it.
Listen,
in the back of my head, I was thinking I could get something, but I could find it.
If you're gonna be deceitful, that's a okay way to be deceitful because it's like you ain't harming nobody. You just lying about liquor.
And to be fair, in the back of my head, I was like, I could probably find some liquor, but I didn't realize in Texas liquor stores close at 10 p.m. It's like a law.
Oh wow.
It's like a law, but the bars are open until 3 a.m. It makes no sense.
That's interesting.
Anyway, I take him home. Me and one girl go at it and get it in, and the other girl was watching on the other bed the whole time. She didn't want to get involved because she was mad. There was no liquor. Oh, so she was watching me and her friend have sex. She literally sit on the bed, and I'm talking shit too. Oh, this is the craziest part. I'm talking shit. I've told you the story before, but I'm talking shit while it's happening. I'm just like, yeah, this could be you. Like some crazy nasty shit.
You're a sick nigga.
Whatever. But then I'm like, all right, so how about we get some liquor, and if we go to the liquor store, can get something, would you be down? She's like, no liquor's open this late, and whatever. And I'm like, all right, so is there any alternatives? She's like, there's a lingerie shop nearby, and if you buy some lingerie for us, I'll do that. And
how much does the lingerie cost?
I'll get to that. But I'm thinking, I'm in Texas, I'm on vacation. this is gonna be a good story. In my head, I'm like, fuck it, let me do it. But I give him an ultimatum. I'm like, all right, but I'm gonna order an Uber so I don't have a car. So I'm gonna order Uber so we get to the lingerie shop on the one condition that both of y'all give me a head at the same time. So no, like right there on the spot because I'm gonna order the Uber. Like, listen, I'm gonna press start, but I expect some head for both of y'all at the same time. As soon as I press start, this is fucking ass. And yeah, that basically happened.
That is hilarious.
Long story short, I get the lingerie, come back to my place, and we had a threesome. That's just
now extend the story because I didn't hear how much the lingerie cost.
Oh, it was cheap as fuck. It was like some rinky dink. It was a Victoria's Secret. It's what a lingerie shop is open at. It's a lingerie shop that's open. It's a sex store that's open at 2 a.m. Like
a Halloween type lingerie.
Yeah. Like. So to be honest, I bought them both lingerie and a bunch of like weird knickknacks, and it came out to like $70.
You bought a butt plug, didn't you? That's what it sounds like. That's what knickknacks sound like.
She put one on the table, but like she walked away. I'm like. I was looking at the cashier. I'm like, put that away. I don't want that. No, we don't need that.
There was this story I heard on, I think TikTok, if my memory serves me correct, but this girl was talking about how she was using a butt plug with her man, and like she was like, yo, something doesn't feel right. Like, yo, you should probably chill out. I guess he heard that and was like, go harder, nigga. So he's fucking the shit out of her, and she's like, nah, something really don't feel right. And then come to be the butt plug got lodged in her asshole, like in there. Like,
okay.
Boom.
So the plug was no longer plugged. It was
it was a filler.
It was absorbed.
She had a filler episode in her asshole.
Oh man, that's
I turned it off after that because I couldn't hear no more.
Think she could poop it out, or she got to go to?
You gotta go to the hospital.
ER.
You gotta go to the ER for that.
Yeah.
There's no way you're getting that out your body.
What if you go to the ER and it's like just lube it up?
They might though.
Yeah.
Like high key, because how else are you getting that out?
Because some gauze in it.
You know, it's awkward though if she start moaning. That's the last thing you want, to start moaning.
I mean, would you rather enjoy it or it be painful? You know what I mean?
You right. You
know, if you're going to go out.
But I think my thing is like...
I'm going to get... The hospital bill's expensive. I'm getting every penny worth of my nut.
You're right. You might as well bust a nut in the hospital.
Yeah.
And if you're there for a sex-related injury, you might as well come after.
I'm going to get mines.
All right, I respect that. So, never mind. I just couldn't finish the video because I was like, ooh.
You know how common that is? Like,
really?
Like ER, I don't know the butt plug thing specifically, but just like people go to the ER for having sex-related shit in their ass. Like, it's very common. It's very, like, I've seen a million things on like Twitter and shit.
That's what your algorithms are showing you?
Just asshole ER things.
All right, nigga. I'll never touch your phone again. Nah, that's fucking crazy. I'm distracted now by asshole stuff, but which makes this really harder to transition into, but it is what it is. I just want to briefly talk about YK Osiris real quick. I kind of feel bad. So if we can, like, everybody can, like, give their thoughts and prayers to YK Osiris, whatever. I hope he has some, like, real people in his corner right now because he's going through it.
What happened?
He went on IG Live about 2 days ago and was essentially saying how he wanted to no longer be on this planet anymore because of a list of reasons, starting with he's not able to see his kids for reasons I'm not sure. His dad no longer speaks to him for reasons, again, I am not sure. Drake and Baby and all his music industry friends
Lil Baby,
don't rock with him. Lil Baby don't rock with him. And he's not making any money from music. So he's basically... I'm watching this IG Live, bro, and I'm not gonna lie to you. There's very few times where I see something on the internet and I'm like, I feel some sympathy for somebody because it's the internet. But
I don't. I don't. Well,
nah,
I feel sympathy. It's just I don't know what happened, so I'm not gonna.
Nah, I just felt bad in general. Like I just watched it and I'm like, yo, like.
Because I'm not saying it's him, but it could just be some attention-seeking behavior, which I'm not saying it is.
Be.
I don't know details, so I refuse to.
But anytime, like, I guess what made me feel bad was like. He's doing things that, who was the person that just recently died? PNB Rock?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's doing certain things that kind of caused PNB Rock to die. He's like, yo, if anybody wants to come kill me, meet me at this location. I don't know the location.
Oh, I didn't hear about this. He did?
Yeah, my bad. That wasn't because the clip I showed you was 3 minutes. That shit was like 15, 20 minutes long. But yeah, he said that he kind of finished it off with that. He's like, yo, if anybody wants to come get me, I'm going here right now. Like he was in the car driving like, yo, I'm on my way here. And that's why I kind of felt like, even if you're doing this for attention, That's not attention. That's not attention. You
yeah,
feel
that's
me?
kind of crazy. I didn't hear that part. That's crazy.
Even hypothetically speaking, if you're doing it for clicks, whatever you're, because if someone tests that gangster, you know, it goes from attention to, oh shit, I'm really about to lose my life. Mm-hmm. So that's when I kind of felt like this was more serious than people are giving it.
I don't know, man. Like, first off, like, you had to have fucked up to burn. Like, you have one job when you're an artist of YK Osiris's size. Yeah. Your one job is to not burn a bridge with someone like Drake or Lil Baby. Your one job, that's your lifeline. You better not fuck up those bridges. And
how do we know he burned that bridge though? And
we don't know the details. But
yeah, but here's why I say, how do we know that? It sounds like
he fucked up. I don't know.
But what if he didn't? Because like, if you remember YK Osiris's career, especially peak pandemic, it wasn't for his music. It was always because he was doing some funny shit, getting roasted on the internet. 21 Savage roasted him for his bad fit. The crate challenge. He was doing the crate challenge where he busted his ass and then owing mad money to people. So what if it's just niggas was treating him like a joke and it's finally coming back to haunt them? Like, I don't know if you've ever been in that situation.
I've seen him being clowned. He's always the butt of the joke.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I can't speak for you, but I don't know if, like, I've been in that situation before where it's like you fuck around so much, people think of you as lesser than, and then they don't respect your shit. So I feel like that's what YK Osiris was going through, where it's like you're always the joke of the internet. It's like we've never heard anything.
That, though. I don't know if it could be that.
No, I'm talking about the baby thing.
Oh, okay.
Drake and them. Like, yeah, I think the debt helped.
Well, for them both to cut off him, I don't think it's about that. I don't know if it's about the debt, but for them both to cut him off, I don't know. It's got to be something.
No, it don't have to be. Because think about it, they did that with Shiggy. Like, Shiggy ain't do shit to nobody, and the industry just stopped fucking with him because he got boring. Like, all that dancing shit with all the all those
it's possible he just fell off. That's
what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's probably the most reasonable explanation too.
So it could be. I mean, it could be something serious, or it could really just be
he's come to terms that he fall off.
Yeah, niggas just like, yo, you not hot no more. Why want to be around you? Like, it's not funny making fun of you no more. It's not doing nothing. Sometimes these niggas in the industry just leeches for clicks. Like, but I don't know. So I just feel bad because I don't like seeing that on the internet. Niggas putting their location saying, yo, come get me. Like, and he's not even saying like on some gangster shit. Like, just like, he's like, yo, just do it. Like, man. So I just wanted to briefly touch upon that. I didn't want to make it like a long-winded thing to kill the vibe, but it is what it is, man. I love when I have to come in here and do this. I'm not even in the
what you got.
I'm not even in the triple double mood. I feel like I want to put up the LeBron numbers, to pass Kareem, but I'm more feeling like Russell Westbrook right now. But I'm gonna try to be like LeBron. It's been a long time coming since we've shamed some of you so-called self-proclaimed alpha men, or what academics like to say is, I'm the prize, nigga. We haven't been out there talking about you guys, letting y'all rock, because, a broken clock is right twice a day. Some of y'all niggas be right sometimes, and some of y'all niggas be bitch-ass niggas. I'm not going to call Ak a bitch-ass nigga for this instance. However, we do need to talk about what happened with Akademiks. So he recently went viral for yelling at his girlfriend. And
is that his girlfriend?
Yeah, that's his girlfriend. So
there was multiple women though. Was he messing with all of them?
No. All right, so I'm gonna tell you what happened. Because I was following it for the entire week. So Akademiks went to Miami for a Spotify speaking event, and then after that did Fresh and Fit, and then after that is where the aftermath happened. So he's leaving the building with his girl, and some woman walks up to him and is like, "Oh, can I get an autograph?" And Akademiks is with it, whatever, And then his girl gets tight because I guess she's looking at it from the perspective of this girl wants my nigga. So she gets tight and tries to fight the girl. Fresh and Fit have hired women security for all the women that be at their podcast to handle that. From their perspective, it's smart. I thought it was smart. I thought it was a good idea to do that.
Optics move and,
Yeah, it's safer. It just avoids problems. However, this security guard took her securitying to a whole new level. She saw Akademiks' girl starting a problem with the girl that asked for her autograph. And if memory serves me correct, Akademiks said she bonked her in the side of the head and was like, "Oh, you fucking stupid right now? Like, do you not know who Akademiks is? Yo, you shouldn't be acting like that. Why are you acting like that?" I don't know about you.
Wait, he did? Who did the security guard do that to?
Akademiks' girl.
Oh, shit. That's
I don't know about you, but if you bonk me on the head and I was already mad, It ain't calming me the fuck down. So now her eyes is on the security girl, which is where the video starts. And you see her yelling at security, trying to fight her, and Akademiks is trying to get her away. So he's pushing her, whatever, trying to stop her, and he's yelling at the top of his lungs because I guess at this point he's drunk and he's pissed as fuck. This is happening. The problem is, I just want to get this last point out. The problem, and I'm gonna end it there. The problem is Akademiks is yelling very fucking loud, and his yelling is not making any sense. So he's screaming at this woman, telling her, like, yo, do you know how many women want to be in this position? You know how many niggas out here? There's mad niggas in this room that don't make money than me. I'm the prize. Like, I'm the prize. And then that's pretty much where the video ends. It ends up with them fighting. He's in between. But social media reacts, and then without the context of everything that happened, social media is reacting to Akademiks pushing the girl because it looks like you're just yelling at her and saying, like, yo, shut up, bitch, like, whatever type shit. When in reality, it's her trying to fight the other girl and he's trying to get her away. I think the lesson to learn in this is, as a man, you kind of got to know how to control your emotions, my nigga. Yeah. Also, screaming out loud that you're the prize is kind of crazy.
That's it's insane. I don't know. He's I don't know. It's so weird because he goes back and forth on the red pill shit. Where one moment he's like 100% on board red pill. The next moment he's like giving some weird other takes. I don't know.
Yes. Let me tie something into what you just said was very fucking perfect. One moment he's 100% red pill. Ironically enough, I think what happened to him in that hotel was his fucking karma for what he had did earlier in that night. So he was talking to this girl, it was a panel of women. It was him, Sneeko, Fresh, and two other men. I have no idea who they are. But they were making fun of this girl for having like a really deep voice, kind of like, I'm not gonna lie, she sounded like Pop Smoke. So they're going on, and then but the girl's taking it to the shin. Like, she's like, all right, whatever, like, I'm just gonna defend myself.
There's another girl felt this type of way, right?
Yeah. So what happened is the girl responds, she says, oh, well, I have a deep voice, something like that. And then she's like, oh, well, you're fat with a small dick. Essentially like that. Something of that nature. It goes back and forth. Axe says something about her husband. And then the girl's like, that's disrespectful. And then he goes ballistic on this woman. He's like, yo, my nigga fucked you in the Airbnb that I paid for. Da 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 da. And it's like, let me, because I just want to make sure all my thoughts are there.
Oh my God.
My problem with this is it shows how fragile your so-called alpha male ego is, because that girl was so secure when you were making fun of her, but you couldn't handle it when she gave it back to you, and you tried to dish out everything you can. Let me tell you something. You have friends. I have friends. We've grown up and experienced life, and we've all been there roasting niggas and shit, and we all know the cardinal fucking rule. The minute you have to bring up you got more money and you got more bitches, you lost the roast session. That shit don't mean nothing in a roast. Nigga, I'm attacking your weight. I'm attacking your character. I done said you look like 18 different people on TV. You cannot roast me where you got more money than me and you got more bitches than me. You lost the fucking argument. And once he did that to that girl and she took that shit to the chin and still said you not happy in life and all that stuff, you fucking lost. And he knew that shit. And that's why when that girl made her little comment, he did what everybody does in a roast session when they losing. The nigga that's not in it, that's laughing, you turn your head to them and I know you not laughing. Nigga.
I know you not laughing.
And that's exactly what he did. And he looked at that girl and hit her with the I know you not laughing, and then brought up the fact that his man fucked her, which is a stupid point to make because you acting like she was walking around saying, I'm a virgin. Yeah. Like, bro,
I wonder if did he ever comment saying like he regretted saying that or he was out of pocket for saying that?
I didn't see it. I don't follow his Twitch. I just watched the clips that he posts on YouTube. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw that clip. It was bad. Yeah. Side note, I'd be livid if I was the neighbors to Fresh and Fit, because they used to have an apartment. Like it's not a studio. It's it's like a penthouse type of. Well, it's an apartment though. It's like apartments next door. I think. I could be wrong,
floor by floor. Okay.
It could be floor by floor thing. But I'm just saying, I'd be fucking livid if I lived next.
Oh no, yeah. I highly doubt it's soundproof. Yeah, most buildings are made
decently
like shit.
Soundproof, but it's probably modern high rise or whatever.
Yeah, most buildings are made like shit. So
this comments, it's lately he's been doing that a lot too.
Want to know why? I think it's a need for acceptance. I like Akademiks. Let me make this clear.
Well, he has more confidence now. He knows he's like, he knows.
Oh, he definitely has more confidence. But I think if you listen to him talk a lot, he's not respected by his peers in his industry. And I think I
feel like he's getting more respect. He has more respect now than ever, though.
No, I'm talking about when I say his peers in his industry, I mean like people you would consider your colleagues, like DJ Envy or Ebro, like someone like that.
He's
that's
kind
what
of
I'm
above them at this point, though. I don't know.
But he still wants that respect from his peers. Like, he doesn't get the accolades that he should fucking deserve to get. Like, as a hip hop blogger, he doesn't get to certain things, like those awards at the BET Awards or the iHeart Radio Awards. So, and that shit might hurt. Like, you put a lot of time and effort into that shit. You kind of want to be recognized for that, you know? So it could bother you here and there. Like, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I think he does have this need for acceptance, and he's trying to find it wherever he can. I think when he goes on Fresh and Fit, he has this alter ego kind of thing. Because he just turns it up for no reason. It's like an unnecessary thing. Listen, I don't know about you, but it's really weird to mention your man's fucking a girl. Like, I'm not going to be like,
my man fucked you and this and that.
That's weird. Like, I would never sit there and be like, yo, Amro fucked you in the back of a Porsche. Like, what? Okay.
It's so weird, too. And it's
do you not get pussy, nigga?
I hate to be this guy, but it's kind of like, it just blatantly, like, kind of sexist, too. Like,
no,
because the other way around, you can be like,
okay, I still hit though.
Yeah, exactly.
It's literally.
But
that.
I mean, they're gonna hit with. If you said that, they're gonna hit you with the talking pill, the red pill talking points, where it's not the same, this and that. But it's like
exactly, and it's
just a lame point to bring up. I fucked you and this and that, or my man's fucked you. Like what? Like that's your argument to.
Yeah. If I'm his man, I would have been tight. I'm like, bro, why are you bringing me up?
It's like chill out.
You're scaring the fucking hoes. Like,
chill out.
That's a bad thing as a man. I don't care how alpha you want to be, how red pill you want to be. The minute you are scaring the hoes, you're doing something wrong, bro. Like, unless you like dudes, you're doing something wrong. Like, that's just an odd thing to do. And I think Akademiks needs to work on that. Like, his ego got the best of him, and that shit was just sad to watch.
Yeah, it's
just embarrassing.
Yeah, these dudes that claim they're the prize.
Yeah, you can't be the prize and get mad when. No, yeah, you can't claim to be the prize.
A lot of these people that consider themselves high value men end up being fucking losers, which is something that comes up a lot. And you know, this next story we're gonna talk about, it's a little similar case too.
Yeah.
And
I think to wrap it up real quick, let me put a button on that. To you guys that eventually will hear this and enter our comments defending Ak, let me make this clear. Your comeback of he gets more views than you is not a valid comeback to corny nigga activity. Yes, Akademiks gets a significant amount of views than we do. Fresh and Fit do as well. It is okay to call out niggas that do fucked up shit or some fuckery and still fuck with them. Like, I fuck with Ak. It's okay to be like, hey, yo, this nigga had a corny ass moment and I was some loser shit. It's not validated. His corny activity does not get validated because he gets hundreds of thousands of views. That just means he's a corny nigga with hundreds of thousands of views. Like, you could have a bunch of money and still be a corny nigga. And y'all niggas need to understand that. Like, but at the end of the day, y'all dick rod a nigga y'all want to dick rod. That's just my stance on it. Take it away.
Well, I don't know all the details in the next story, but
which one?
Amouranth.
Oh yeah. Sorry, I was really confused. So we talked about Amouranth last week, and I was just chilling on Twitter, and I had saw a post saying how Amouranth was being abused by her husband. And I was watching a video actually before this, and it was in further detail about her husband. I guess she was on a Twitch doing a 24-hour Twitch stream or something of that nature. Mm-hmm. And
it's her husband of 4 years.
Yeah.
And she basically was doing a Twitch stream, and she decided to put his call on stream without him knowing. I think she was basically doing it as a cry for help to like show how abusive he's being towards her. And basically his whole audio logged leak of him being sounding super manipulative, and like he controls all her finances, which is kind of normal in a marriage, but the way he was like holding it over her head and her career.
Bro, he said a lot.
It's very abusive. Like, he was very like manipulative sounding and abusive sounding.
Yeah, that's very verbal abuse. I think she posted the text messages, and he's just going on a rapid fire. He's like, yo, if you don't answer right now, I'm going to spend $250,000. And then it goes up to $500,000, $700,000, $900,000, $1 million. He spent like, I'm not good at math, over $2 million, $3 million, just donating it or just doing whatever.
Did he actually? I feel like he just said he was going to do it. I don't think he actually did it.
I don't know. But she said she did get control of her finances again. I really have no idea if he really did it or not. Yeah. But I think he did show a screenshot of one of the ones he did. It was like $999,000. Because that was the maximum amount you could like do for that thing. The donation. First of all, damn, she got some fucking money.
They got money, yeah.
But
shit. Apparently he was kind of wealthy too. But he controls all our finances too. So
yeah. So it's just a sad state to see, and I think
she's like crying on the phone for like over an hour or something. Yeah.
And then the police come to do a wellness check because people didn't hear from her for a while. So it was like, all right, let's make sure she's good. Thank God she's okay now. The end result was that she's seeking legal counsel and he's getting the help he needs. I'm assuming that means divorce.
Hope so.
You say legal counsel, right? It has to be, right?
Hope so, yeah.
But the biggest takeaway from this was that people, once they found out Amouranth was married, they weren't concerned about the abuse. They were more concerned that they felt like they were lied to because they thought she was single this entire time. And it's like, you fucking weirdos. Who the fuck do you think you are that you had a chance with some woman that you've never met on the fucking internet? You fucking loser. This woman's sitting here talking about being abused and you're like, wait, what? You're not single, bitch? You disgusting pieces of shit. And you wonder why you get no bitches.
But in their defense, even though
what defense?
The whole way she makes money is doing parasocial relationships with dudes and making them think the only way she makes money is giving dudes a hint that they could fuck them.
And you can't. So she can't fuck them while she's in a relationship.
If they donate money to her, she's gonna be more friendly to them.
Okay.
Have maybe private conversations, this and that, OnlyFans, whatever.
Yeah.
So the more they think they have a chance of fucking her, the more she has to. If they knew she was married publicly before, she's gonna get a lot less viewership and love.
What did our famous friend TBD say? Just because there's a goalie does not mean you can't score.
I don't think. Yeah.
I mean, obviously they weren't scoring regardless.
This is a great segue to the topic about the men not having sex thing too. But we'll talk about that after. But
finish off. You got
it. Go ahead, finish off with it.
I was gonna say like I understand what you're saying and I understand her business model to gain attention. But to be that more concerned about her having a husband while she's getting fucking abused is crazy to me, insane. Bro. Like, that's something you deal with like next week.
And this is a good point. All these red pill talk about high value man, this and that. And this goes to show a lot of these so-called red pill high value men end up being fucking losers dating. Like, a lot of attractive women have loser ass boyfriends.
OD.
So, if you're a loser out there, you got a shot. Because look at this fucking guy. Yeah. Clearly an insecure fucking, I don't know the full story. Let me caveat this, because I don't want some other news to come out and me being completely wrong. We don't know the full picture, so let me not comment, but based off the manipulation tactics he's used, he seems like a piece of shit. Yeah. So, like, a lot of these dudes are fucking losers.
Listen, Dream Champ said it's not political champs.
Yeah.
Completely irresponsible is not completely factual.
Yeah.
Niggas be wrong sometimes.
Because I'm not gonna lie, it does. Like, I was listening to the phone call thing. It did sound like she was trying to bait him into saying some fucked up shit that whole time too.
I would too, nigga. If every day you on my ass,
she's like, did you say you were gonna kill my dogs? And he's like, I never said that. What the fuck?
Listen. If I'm her and he been doing this shit for months, years, whatever, I'm baiting you,
to
nigga.
Be fair, if she's an actual abuse victim that's going through all that, I'm
catching you slipping all the way, slipping on Sheeman, like.
But yeah, a lot of these
Berg style,
a lot of the dudes that follow her were livid when they found out she was married. So
these niggas don't get boxed, bro. Like none of these men not fucking no more.
Yeah,
like men not fucking.
I think it's our generation, the new generation, Gen Z, the Zoomers. They're not fucking like that.
No, and it's not by choice
compared to us. Like,
it's not by choice.
Not because they're underage, but because they're
because they just don't know how to talk to women.
Yeah,
like, there was a study. What was it? The New York Post. It was not the New York Post, right?
It was something.
Hold on, is that? Oh shit! It was the Washington Post.
Washington Post.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Why the fuck is the Washington Post doing that? Like.
Well, it's a fact. It's a news. It's like
but like
it's a big study. It's a study.
That was what you had in the boardroom. Yo, niggas not fucking right now, bro. Like, let's look that up.
Why you meat watching?
Dead ass. Why you meat watching?
Like, bro, I'm a scientist. I'm just doing a study. You watching you a dick scientist?
Yeah.
You inspecting my meat?
Yeah, Inspector Dickett.
He's like, I'm inspecting your lack of using it.
Ooh, man, not heard.
Crazy.
Can't even respond to that.
Hey, read the study.
All right, so on Twitter, Brianna Wu tweets, according to a Washington Post, the number of men under 30 who never have sex has tripled in the last 10 years. That's an astonishing statistic.
Yeah. People aren't fucking as much.
This says the men under 30.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 27.
Yeah.
You're 28.
Yep. So that includes us. That's kind of crazy.
So are we not getting pussy?
Oh, speaking of not me.
So I should take this personally. No, you stop. Nah, that is a crazy statistic because nobody watched my dick.
Yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
What's her name?
Brianna.
No, I'm gonna steer away from that. I'm not gonna say that. The Washington Post ain't pull up on me and check my dick, like you know. So that's kind of fucked up to add me into that statistic.
Yeah, how you know that, my boy?
Yeah, like what you did Act tell you?
Nah, I mean they're doing studies and shit, but yeah. I mean, you know what it is? It's just our generation or the younger generation is just
scared.
No, there's online more. There's fucking you're not in person. You're not in person. You're not interacting with humans. It's so life is so convenient. You don't have to. People aren't joining social clubs. They're not playing sports as often. They're not getting out there as often. They're not
from home.
After college, you're not meeting people. If you don't go to if you don't go to college or something after high school, you're not meeting as many people, or you just didn't get to have sex in college.
Yeah. One thing I did notice that I agree because one thing I did notice is that a lot of people now are talking about how they're antisocial and they like being at home. Yeah, so I can see how you're unable to have sex with women. It's like it's harder to meet women now. You have fucking apps like Hinge and shit.
You ever go on like a dry spell where you ain't talk to a woman for like you didn't have sex for like a few months?
That was better. I was like,
you ever go on a dry spell where you didn't have sex for like a few months and then you're kind of rusty. You haven't been on a date in a while. You're kind of rusty, and then you go into it. You're like, oh shit, I'm kind of.
The pussy?
I'm kind of buns, or like go on a date, or like try to interact with a woman.
No,
you never had that. You know,
I've had dry spells, but I've never.
Have you ever noticed coming out of a dry spell is a little? You're like,
no,
it's not easy to get coochie right away. I feel like in prior dry spells,
what are you saying? What are you asking me?
What I'm saying is you need like practice. That's what I'm saying.
All right, rewind. Because you're confusing me. Because when you ask me about a dry spell and fucking, then you say you're talking to women. I'm lost now.
My point is like if I haven't talked to a woman in a while,
okay,
and I'm going to do it. I'm going to like actually go out my way to try to talk to a woman again. It's really difficult. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that's my whole point.
Okay. I get what you're saying now.
Like right now, I've been in a relationship for a minute. If I became single tomorrow, I'm gonna be fucking rusty, bro. Yes. What I'm saying is like it's like a social muscle, and if you don't exercise it, it's gonna get weaker and weaker.
No. Yes,
and that's what I'm saying. That's why I think this is why I think the younger generation is struggling.
Yes. Okay. I get what you're saying now. At first, I was just really confused. I'm like, did I forget how to have sex or something, nigga? No. Yes, I totally understand what you're saying because during a pandemic, we had the online apps and stuff like that. So. Mm-hmm. I think it was like SantaCon we went out. I was like, fuck, like this would be the first time I've really just like approached a woman. So yeah, you kind of like, you got to get yourself out there and get your game flowing again. And see like,
approach anxiety, you get all that shit. Yeah.
Once you do what you do and then you're valid, but you kind of got to get that first.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is the same for them. It becomes harder and harder the older you get. So it's like, I think it's because of the internet, because of the pandemic too. Because
also being an adult.
I think the pandemic definitely played a factor.
That and being an adult, your interactions decrease significantly. You're not doing when you're in college, there's always someone to meet somewhere in some capacity. As an adult, depending on the fucking
the same
job,
people every day,
yeah, unless you're very fortunate to have like a large, like for example, myself, like I work at a very large company, so nigga, I can meet somebody every day. Like I haven't even met 2% of my office yet, let alone every other other discipline in different departments. So if you don't have a job like that, most people have a standard job where there's 20 people. Nigga, you see them every day.
Yeah.
You may make friends with them, you may not. Like, who knows? Like,
it all comes together. So you have to put yourself out there, and you know what it is? It's not. This is gonna sound sus too. You got to talk to men and women. It sounds sus, not in a sexual way. Oh, but you have to get that social. You just have to know how to be a human being. Learn how to be a fucking human being.
Get your social jaw sucking.
Interact. Yeah. Talk to a dude.
Talk to a dude.
No, for real. Like, be friendly. People are just fucking antisocial. Yeah. You ever go to the cashier? You talk to somebody. Make small talk.
You know what's interesting?
It's cool.
I really hope this guy hears this, man. I had this like really, and what you're saying is true. Like just talking to people, because I had like one of the most, by far, probably the most amazing conversations with a stranger I've ever had in my life. I was just end up helping this guy because I was taking the J train back to my crib, but it was like fucked up, so it wasn't running from Jamaica to like Crescent. So I had to take a shuttle, and I'm talking to the guy. He's like new in New York. He's like a fucking comedian, been in some movies and shit. And he's like, yeah, like, I'm just new from here. I actually just moved to Hempstead, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, we're just talking this entire time. Like at first I'm like, it's a natural instinct as a New Yorker to be like, all right, bro, like I helped you, shut the fuck up. But I'm having this conversation with him and like we're talking, we're actually walking to the train now because the bus violated and dropped us like 7 blocks away from the train. So, and the whole time I'm having this conversation, I'm like, yo, I'm really glad I didn't, like, I wasn't on some standoffish type shit, because that was a really good conversation. He's telling me things like it felt like our lives were tying into each other, because he's telling me about Flagrant and how he knows like Mark Gagnon and all this shit.
Dang.
Yeah, like it was fucking insane.
Get him on the podcast.
I have his IG. I want to go to his show. He's doing a comedy special at the Apollo.
Shit, get him on here.
Yeah, but he's like a mad cool guy. It's just, I don't know, something about that experience, man. You don't get those experiences a lot where you just meet somebody random as fuck and you're like, yo, I kind of fuck with you, man.
To be honest, I be fake awkward when that shit happens. I'll be the first one to be like, all right, cool, see you. Like, ended it quick. Like,
I think what it was is because we were both on the bus. Yeah, it was like, all right. And I mean, it kind of helped because I was like deep in my phone anyway, looking at a parlay. So he kind of distracted me. I was like, oh, I could do it. Yeah. I was trying to make sure my parlay won. It won. But I've also been on a roll with parlays lately. Neither here nor there.
It's going to end badly.
No. I took the money out. I got like 200, took it out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, I'm gonna get to that. But I think we lack a lot of, because of the pandemic, working from home, we're lacking that overall interaction with people. Also,
people are like shocked when you're friendly with them nowadays.
Oh, dear.
People are like are confused. They're like,
I'd be so
lost. Like, what the fuck do you want? I was like, I'm saying hi, bro. Like,
I'd be so lost. Like, I'd be like, what the fuck? But I don't know if you remember, a lot of women were complaining about how they didn't want men to approach them.
Yeah.
In the like street and stuff like that or whatever, just leave them alone. I think a lot of men took that to heart, which is good. You should. But I think after that, they kind of forgot how to really approach a woman. And they didn't realize when women said that, they really meant, like, you don't got to catcall me in a fucking street, nigga. Like, if we're in a social environment, you walk up to me, that's okay, like, you know, but, like, I just want to be able to walk to the store and not have to worry about, damn, your ass look fat. Like that shit kind of annoying. So I think niggas took it to the heart, to the point where they're like, you know, let's just leave it alone. And it kind of backfired, because now it's like you don't have any clue on how to actually speak to a woman.
Yeah, that was a
my bad. My nose is like super stuffy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
one piece of advice I'll give. This is kind of random, but from my personal experiences, don't let other people make you feel awkward. You know, one of us, ever. Yeah, this is a common thing. I used to be super awkward as a young teenager in like early 20s, and like, you be in certain situations, but you gotta own the awkwardness. He's like, you think I'm awkward, I don't give a fuck. So that you gotta stop giving a fuck. If someone thinks a situation is awkward, don't fall into that. Like, this is weird. I think whatever. Like, just put it on them. Put on.
Let me ask you, do you feel like
if someone's being weird, I'll be like, are you good? Like, if someone's making a situation awkward, don't feel awkward. Be like, are you good? Like, what's good with you? Like,
do you feel like I was talking to my friend about this, and I think about this from time to time. I feel like sometimes, like, most of the time I fuck around, I make jokes, but then there's time where I'm just like very like zen, and I feel like that's like my cool nigga mode. Yeah. Do you feel like you have that cool nigga mode where sometimes you're just like, I'm just.
Yeah, I know where it's been.
But it just like flows, like everything is just flowing right. You're saying the right things.
Now that I live alone too, I think you ever just be like home all day and not do shit, and you like don't go outside, and you start to feel a little bit like a piece of shit. No. You don't like if you're home, like if you have an unproductive day and you're home all day. Let me just tell you what I feel. Yeah. If I'm home all day and I feel like super unproductive, and then I go out, I feel like a piece of shit. I'm just wait, what were we saying before this?
Cool nigga. Like,
Zen mode. Yeah. I won't have that Zen mode at all. Okay. But like, if I'm like being productive, getting shit done, I'm feeling good about myself, I'm like, all right. Yeah. I'm in that cool, like, relaxed mode. And that's basically how I get my Zen, is just being productive and getting shit done.
That's interesting. Because like when I don't do anything productive, or like I don't go outside, I usually get like in this weird state of depression, because it's like, and it really is codependent on the weather. I'm sorry.
That's it, yeah.
If it's super sunny outside and I say, I just need to relax and rest, and I don't do something, I'll be feeling so alone. Like, I'll be like, damn, I wonder what these niggas is doing. Like, I'll hit up like Olu or K and then see what they doing. Like, they live like mad close to me, and niggas is busy already. I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't feel like a bum, but most of the time, like, I think I'm naturally super productive, because I'm usually in Manhattan by like 11 o'clock in the morning. So.
For no reason, just like up here.
Absolutely no reason.
I respect it.
No reason at all. Just like get out the crib.
Because I'm a lazy piece of shit.
Nah, like people be getting mad. Like, usually when I date, the current person I'm talking to now, I was warning her. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. If you spend the night, I'm just letting you know right now, I'm gonna get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to eat. I'm gonna watch some TV. And I'm probably gonna be out the door by like 10:30. Going to Home Depot. And I don't even need shit. I just want to go to Home Depot and walk around.
I fuck with it.
She's like, what's wrong with you? Like,
I'm awful. You wanna know what I did today? Today I had a package that I had to give to UPS. I had to give this package like a week ago, and I was late. And not only was I late, is I looked up what time UPS closed today, and it closed at 5. I didn't leave my house to send this package in until 4:55. Like, you know what I mean? Like 4:50. I was like, damn. I realized like, yo, I'm such a fucking piece of shit for this.
Yeah, I know that because you still haven't returned that fucking light. I think we just threw it out.
We threw it out. Yeah.
You have that. I think it could have got his money
bad
back.
habit.
Bite my tongue, it's a bad habit.
It's my DNA, my laziness.
Hey, man. It is what it is. All right. I see you had a question here.
Would you rather?
That was funny.
Wait, what was it? I forgot the would you rather.
It was, would you rather have the hiccups for life or end every sentence you say with just saying?
Yeah.
And I thought that was funny as fuck.
Yeah, because my friend had COVID recently, and one of the symptoms to COVID is you getting a hiccup. Some people, like, it's not everyone gets it.
Okay.
But some people get it for life. So some people get hiccups for life.
Oh,
and we were just talking, we were bullshitting and laughing about that. And we were saying, would you rather get the hiccups for life or you have to finish every sentence you say with, I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Really? The I'm just saying
thing. Have you gotten hiccups for at least a couple like minutes?
Let's just say you hiccup like once every minute. It's not like it's just like
nigga once every minute. That's a lot of hiccups.
It's one single hiccup every minute. Think of it
that's
like
a lot of. That's gonna piss you off.
All right, but you gonna sound like a bitch to every single person you talk to. You say just saying.
No, you're not.
You know how annoying that is.
You know how annoying hiccups are
to you, but like everyone's gonna hate you. You want to come up as a fickle person?
Yeah, I'd rather come up as a fickle person than sit there and every time I'm having a conversation, I gotta interject a hiccup. Like, you know how fucking horrible that sounds, my nigga?
I don't think you realize how bad the just saying thing is, too, though.
No, because I think you know a lot.
Hiccup thing, people have pity for you. The just saying thing, people are just gonna think you're an asshole.
All right, give me context to the just saying. Like, all right, I'm in an interview. Ask me an interview question.
Okay, so what are your strengths and weaknesses?
All right, so my strengths are that I'm very reliable and I'm dependable and I'm very good at Photoshop and Adobe Express. And my weaknesses are that sometimes I get a little too ahead of myself. I'm just saying.
Okay, but you have to say it more often than that. Be like, my strengths are.
Well, I think you said at the end of every sentence.
Yeah, but you said like 5 sentences there. You said just saying one. You said just saying one. It becomes up. Yeah, my strengths are is, I get tunnel focused. I'm just saying. and I really determined and focused. I'm just saying. And my weaknesses are sometimes I eat too many sweets. I'm just saying. It's super annoying. Yo, it's awful, bro.
All right. That does make it a little bit harder.
I'm just trying to say it's tougher than you think. The hiccups ain't a bad option.
But what if...
Imagine you...
Listen, this is out of pocket and you probably shouldn't do it, but can I just say, like, I'm special?
You're not getting no buns. Imagine you on a date.
How you know that?
Imagine you on a date and you be like,
Yeah, so my hobbies are I like to go kayaking. I'm just saying...
I'm just saying,
That's going to be awkward when you order something. Like, yeah, can I get the lobster rolls with the side of fries? Just saying.
Also, it's passive aggressive as fuck. So you're like, the waiter comes and you're like, can you get some bread? I'm just saying. I'm like, yo, this motherfucker, this sounds passive aggressive as fuck.
Especially when she asks you if you like the meal. You're like, yeah, I think it could be a little better, just saying.
Or you're giving advice to someone. Like, I wouldn't talk to them, but I'm just saying. Like, oh, nah.
Yeah, but hiccups every minute is a lot, bro. Yeah. You're like, if I'm having a serious imagine you lost your girl and I'm trying to console you and I'm like, yeah, bro, there's other fishes in the sea.
That's facts.
You know how much that's gonna piss you off? Like, imagine you losing your boss is firing you in the mid-fire and he's like, yeah, I just really think it's not working out, so we're gonna fire you.
Like, cool. Or was it better is I don't think it's working out. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all might slap you.
That will give you time.
I want to know in the comments, what would you rather have? Hiccups for life, or you have to end every sentence with just saying?
I'm not gonna lie, that's a good one because it's genuinely tough because do the hiccups hurt?
No, they won't hurt in this case. They're the most mild case of hiccups. You kind of ignore them at some point. You hiccup once every minute, so it's like break, or every 30 seconds. Yeah,
whatever. A minute goes by so fast, though.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
And we live in New York, so you might look crazy, dude.
You won't hiccup while you're sleeping, too. I'll give you that, too.
Thank God.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's OD. That really does change a lot.
Sleeping and hiccups is crazy.
Nah, I'd still rather just say.
You just fucking vibrating in bed every 2 seconds.
Nah, all right. I think here's what's gonna change your opinion. The just saying is better because imagine you're hiccuping and you're having sex and you're in the pussy and you're just. That's kind of crazy. Ooh,
what if it feels good to her though?
It won't.
What if it does?
She's like, what is that echo in my box? Like,
what if she gets the tempo of it and just. Yeah, yo, do that faster.
But you can't because every minute you gotta be like, yo, give me a minute.
Well, you can fake
Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. You just in the.
My friend told me once my friend told me once his girl had like bronchitis or something. She had a bad cough and she was feeling better, but and they went to have sex and she coughed during sex and every time she coughs she tightens up crazy.
Okay, no, that shit fire.
So she's like, yo, like
bronchitis.
So we were joking like, yo, get her to cough a little more.
Yeah. Women with bronchitis, best pussy. This is gonna clench on it.
That hiccup coochie might be different too. If a shorty got hiccups,
she got hiccups.
Ooh,
I'm gonna come up. Nah, yeah, that's crazy. But you might mistake her hiccups for orgasms. That's gonna hurt your ego. Hey, man, you like, yo, I'm really killing that shit. She's like, nah, I got the hiccups.
That thing clinch every. That thing clinch every hiccup.
Oh man, I'm not doing hiccups. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I
get it. It's mild. Yeah, I get it's mild, bro, but I can't do it.
But would you rather be disliked by every single person you talk to?
What?
If you say I'm just saying, you're gonna be disliked by every single person.
Wait, what? No, because
it's very hard.
You can just say like, yo, you a little on the spectrum.
You just come off as like a bitch ass nigga.
No,
if you say just saying.
Not if I have a shirt that says I'm on.
Have you heard someone say just saying to you unironically? You're like, ugh, it's just annoying.
I've heard it, but I've never thought.
I'm just saying though.
I'm just saying it's not that serious.
Yeah, see that's a triggering sentence. Someone told that to me, I'd be fucking annoyed.
Really? I just don't want to. I was about to say it too. I was going to say I'm just saying like the hiccups are way worse than I'm just saying. But,
so now we get comments from like people with hiccups for life, like you're minimalizing my experience.
Well, people could hate you at your office. Like you go to work and every minute.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't care how bad I feel for you. After a while, you're gonna be like, all right, nigga, stop. Like stop.
You're dragging it now.
Yeah, like, yo, because that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna question it over time. Like, yo, like, is this real?
I'm just saying, though.
Like, they don't have this on the disability list.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
But what if you smile it off? I'm just saying.
That's even worse. That sounds more. It sounds like you. It really just sounds like you a bitch. Like I don't know.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now what you gonna do now, nigga?
I'm just saying though.
But you gotta say like ice cream.
Because it's such a like fickle statement. I'm just saying.
I get it.
Anyway.
All right.
Anything else?
Oh yes. Damn. What time is it? An hour 7. Damn. We've been crushing it with the time lately. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up with this one. I thought this was fucking hilarious, and you're in a relationship, so it's kind of interesting dynamic to see. So I was listening to the Bully and the Beast podcast, and one subject they do is people call in and vent to them and ask for advice. So the guy was saying how he's dating this woman who has a dog that she purchased with her ex-boyfriend, and they co-parent. And he's like, "What should I do?" I think that's fucking crazy. If I'm with a girl and she has a pet and she's co-parenting with her ex, I'm going to automatically assume y'all are fucking. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. However, I wanted to get your opinion from the relationship expert over here. If your girl was co-parenting a dog with her ex, would you be okay with that shit?
I think I'd be okay.
I'm just saying.
I think I'd be okay. See? That's a tough one. I think I'd be okay with it.
Really?
Yeah.
Because why can't she just keep the dog?
Or if he paid for it.
Then it's not her dog.
But if she had an emotional attachment to it, though?
Get another one.
Yeah?
Because, like...
Have you ever had a dog?
Yeah.
Did you love that dog?
No.
You didn't love the dog?
I was a kid. It's shit in my book bag. It was nothing else to talk about.
Dang, I don't know. Because you don't understand. People fucking love dogs.
I get that.
So
I totally understand.
I don't know. I'm not an insecure dude, so if you
I don't think that's insecurity. Like...
I'm
weird.
well. Let me say that I'm very secure. So I don't if she's talking to her ex, I'm not gonna feel intimidated no type of way.
I don't even think it's intimidation. Like,
then what is the problem then?
Why are you co-parenting a dog?
You have an emotional attachment to a dog.
No, pick one of y'all keeps this dog. The other one buys a new dog. Sorry, I don't make the rules. I'm just enforcing.
It sounds like you feel a little insecure there.
That's what's crazy because what if she sucked that nigga's dick?
The dog or
what the fuck? She's not Joe Budden. Like she's Joe Budden now. Like no, nigga, she sucks the guy's dick, the ex dick.
Well, that's cheating. That's a separate issue. They co-parenting.
Nah.
Yeah, no.
We don't give opportunities.
I can see. I'm built different.
You definitely built different, nigga.
I can see why you wouldn't want to.
You built like the mixer, nigga.
I don't get it's a mixer. It's just
square.
It's pretty sleek.
Fuck you. I'm just upset now.
I want to build like the mixer. It's pretty sleek, bro. I mean,
it is actually.
It's a compliment.
It is sleek. I was looking at the last video. I was like, yo, this nigga's losing weight. Like,
I got fat. Honestly.
Nah, it was your arms.
Oh, yeah.
I think maybe it was the shirt, but I was looking. I was like, this nigga been working out lately?
Nah, I've been fat as fuck.
He's heard you trying to be the alpha. All right. Leader of the friend group.
I'm built different.
It's you versus Ak. Whoever gonna win, get the podcast. But I would be tight. I'd be like, because I just don't see the logic in why I gotta co-parent this dog.
Yeah.
I would just buy the nigga a new dog. That's the type of nigga I am.
What if he loves that dog too? What the fuck?
I'm gonna kill it. That was out of pocket. That was out of pocket as fuck.
Nah, that's crazy.
That was super out of pocket. I would kill him.
What would you do if you were dating a girl and things are going well, but she has an annoying fucking dog? Like, and you got to see it all the time.
Like
you got to see it like every day. Whatever. Whatever dog that comes in your head as annoying that you don't like, it's that type of dog, and it's super annoying in all the ways you hate dogs.
Just wait it out.
Yeah, until it dies? 6 years.
I mean, that's fine.
My friend was in a similar situation. He was coming to me like, yo, I look, you want to kill the dog. What if I just leave some rat poison out? Like,
I was even say chocolate. Like, chocolate seems more like nicer.
Yeah, no, it's like that.
Nah, yeah, you just wait it out. If I'm keeping it above, you only have two options. You wait it out,
you're not breaking up with the dog?
No, I'm saying you either wait it out or you leave. Like, there's only two options.
Is this a scenario where the dog would push you over the edge? She's prioritizing the dog over you.
I'm trying to think of one because it's like it has to be realistic. Like I could think of scenarios, but they're not realistic. Like, oh, we're going on a cruise and the dog is barking.
So you gotta bring the dog with her everywhere she goes.
No, we're done.
I'm bringing my dog. Is that okay? He gets lonely.
No, fuck that dog. Fuck that dog. I'm gonna keep it a whole stack with you. I don't even care if the dog's not annoying. Bringing your dog everywhere is crazy. Like my grandma used to do that shit. I was just like,
yeah, that's annoying.
Like, leave your dog at home. Like, the dog actually wants to be at home. The dog wants to shit in peace, and now he has to hold it. So, yeah, no, you got an annoying dog, and you got to bring it everywhere you got to go. But the dog's annoying and it's at home. Here's what we can do. Mm-hmm. You can live with me, and that dog can stay over there and feed itself.
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's fair. The dog can, like, cats feed themselves. The dog can figure it out. And if it dies, it dies. You know what they say? Niggas die every day, B.
I like cats more. I'm a cat person. Low maintenance, easy.
I like TikTok cats. I don't like cats in real life.
Yeah?
Yeah. Very few cats I like. Like, Olu's cat is cool until it plays too much. I remember one time it ran his head through the door when I was feeding him. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I was watching my sister's cat, Reem, again. The one that's like a thought. You seen that cat? Like, runs up to you as soon as you see you, just like, pet me. Like,
is it he or she?
She. Yeah.
She in heat?
Nah. She do be putting her ass in my face like she want me to do something, but I'm not like, yo, get off me.
And what do you do?
I stiff arm that bitch off the couch. Get your ass. First off, my ass smells bad, so it's like, nah.
Your ass smells bad or her ass smells bad?
My ass be a part of the equation.
I heard you say my ass smells bad.
Her side. Anyway,
I'm just asking the hard-hitting questions. That's investigation.
We can put a button on it. No episode completely responsible.
Nigga wants to put a button when his asshole stinks.
Bestiality.
All right, guys. Yeah, as always, like, share, subscribe. You know the vibes.
Yeah.
Be an alpha male. Bye.